Welcome, curious minds. Today, we're exploring a critical, often overlooked aspect of hospitality. We're talking about the very foundation restaurants are built on, and specifically, a significant blind spot, really, that can make or break even the most promising culinary venture.
And our guide for this is Chef Arun Chanda. He's a veteran, 30 years in the industry, over 15 running Mint Hospitality Consultancy.
Wow.
Yeah, guided over 150 projects, India, US, Europe. He's really seen firsthand why some thrive and others just, well, falter.
So today, we're diving deep into this sensitive but absolutely critical issue.
Right.
Partnerships.
The human element.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The people who come together to run the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because, believe it or not, the best food, the most brilliant concept, even the most talented team,
Yeah.
it can all fall apart if the partners aren't aligned. It's truly a deep dive into that human side of hospitality.
It really is.
Okay, so where do we even begin with this? When you see a restaurant, struggling, what's the first sign of trouble you usually spot? In the partnership, I mean. It sounds like it's rarely just about the food, right?
You've hit on it exactly. The biggest blind spot, I find, it's often the initial why.
The motivation.
Right. People get into this business sometimes for the wrong reasons.
Like what? Ego, maybe?
Sometimes pure ego, yeah. Or, the allure of saying, I own a restaurant. That social status thing.
Oh, okay.
But without really understanding the sheer grit and dedication it takes, it's a tough business.
Right. It's not just about having your name on the door.
Precisely. And what's fascinating, really, is how quickly that ego can become the enemy.
How so?
Well, when partners don't clearly define their roles right from the outset, confusion just spreads like wildfire.
Okay.
Imagine a busy service. Staff get 3 different instructions from 3 different partners on the same task.
Chaos. Who do they listen to?
Exactly. It paralyzes the team.
But
from your frontline servers all the way to, crucial external folks like vendors and consultants.
that uncertainty must undermine everything.
It does, every aspect of operational efficiency.
And here's where it gets really human, isn't it? That ripple effect from the internal clashes. I'm thinking about, say, a chef. Stressed because his salary is late. Maybe wondering how he'll pay rent or school fees.
Yeah.
Can he possibly cook with passion then?
He can't. Of course not. That stress, it just seeps into every dish, every interaction.
So when decision-making slows down because of these internal power struggles,
And a lack of clear leadership.
the immediate fallout is often delayed payments.
That's often the first domino to fall, yeah. Vendors don't get paid on time. Critically, staff salaries get held up.
Oof.
And you ask that chef to create magic, but he's worried about his family. The love for the craft just evaporates.
And when you zoom out from that, the biggest impact, I suppose, is always on the guest.
Always.
The person paying top dollar for an experience.
Ends up with something compromised. Every single time.
So ultimately, everyone loses.
Everyone. The staff lose their motivation, their security. Vendors lose trust. The brand's reputation erodes. And eventually, the partners themselves, they watch their investment, their dream, just crumble.
It's a lose-lose
Of
situation.
the entire ecosystem, yeah.
And these pitfalls, they aren't just theoretical, are they? They play out in the real world all the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you share some concrete examples, maybe globally first, where these partnership issues led to a real collapse?
Sure. Internationally, Gordon Ramsay's The Fat Cow in LA, that's a classic case.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Huge brand name, right? Seemed like a great concept. But it collapsed within 2 years. Lawsuits, unpaid bills, a really messy fallout with his partner.
Wow.
It just showed that even massive star power, a famous chef's name, it can't save a venture if that fundamental trust and alignment between partners is missing.
So even the big names aren't immune.
Not at all. And I've also seen it closer, more personally. A family-run restaurant group in LA, successful for decades. But when the son took out loans against the business, without proper alignment with his father, it just tore the family and the business apart.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Lawsuits, closure of all 3 restaurants. It proves family loyalty doesn't automatically mean professional alignment. Not by a long shot.
So it's not just about celebrity chefs or even family ties. It sounds like a really common theme here is just confusion, too many cooks in the kitchen, literally and figuratively.
Absolutely. One of the most destructive patterns I see consistently, it ties into all these examples. It's simply 3 partners, 3 instructions.
A recipe for disaster.
Operational disaster, yeah.
Okay, we've looked globally. Let's bring it closer to home now.
Yeah.
Does the Indian market have its own unique dynamics when it comes to these partnership pitfalls?
It definitely does. Yeah. In India, a very common pattern is these investor coalitions.
Okay, what does that look like?
Often it's urban professionals, maybe from business, finance, IT, real estate. They pool their capital.
Right.
But many have limited direct hospitality passion or experience. They're opening restaurants often purely for a quick ROI.
Ah, the quick buck mentality.
Exactly. And then they watch them unravel because they lack that deep understanding of the operational realities, the day-to-day grind.
Can you give us a few specific Indian examples where maybe this played out?
Yeah, consider these. Dunkin in India, remember their initial launch?
Vaguely, yeah. Big splash then. Less so.
Right. Launched with global equity, but struggled early because they really misread local tastes.
Okay.
The franchisee, Jubilant FoodWorks, had to shut down many outlets between 2017 and 2019. They pivoted hard, smaller formats, much more coffee-forward menu.
So they didn't completely exit.
No, but they downsized and stabilized significantly. It was a costly, brand-damaging reset, though.
And the lesson there?
Misreading local taste, combined with investor impatience,
Yeah.
it forces these expensive, really painful course corrections.
Makes sense. What else?
Barista Coffee Company, they went through multiple ownership changes, these aggressive expansion spurts.
Chasing the buzz?
Kind of chasing real estate buzz rather than sound operational strategy. They endured significant turbulence.
They're still around. Quite big now, actually.
They are. The brand has reaccelerated. It shows that, yes, aggressive expansion without strong operational discipline hurts badly, but disciplined, operator-led growth with a clear vision, it can repair and revitalize a brand. It takes time, though.
Right. Patience again.
And think about Chef Ranveer Brar. He's spoken openly about a restaurant venture of his that failed.
What happened there?
Intense investor pressure for instant profits, right out of the gate.
Before it even had a chance to breathe.
Exactly. It's a stark reminder. Break even takes months, sometimes years, of dedicated effort and patience. It's not just about the opening night buzz.
So financial discipline, operational understanding, a long-term view. Non-negotiable.
Absolutely non-negotiable.
So bringing it all together, it sounds like it's rarely just about the money then.
That's exactly right.
What's the core takeaway you want listeners to remember about why these ventures ultimately falter?
It's rarely a sheer lack of money that causes the collapse. More often, it's a lack of hands-on ownership.
Okay.
A missing genuine passion for hospitality itself. Insufficient localization for that specific market. Inadequate staff training.
And patience.
And critically, yes, the patience to iterate, to adapt the business model over time. It's not static.
Got it.
And we've seen anonymized cases too, of course. A deli bistro, for instance, chef founder and an investor clashed constantly over everything.
Like what?
Pricing, hiring decisions, even the menu itself, conflicting instructions flying around.
The food wasn't the problem.
Food was fine. The internal power struggle was the silent killer, led to high staff turnover, total vendor confusion, just chaos behind the scenes.
These stories paint a pretty stark picture. So what's the golden rule then? If you have multiple partners, how do you make it work?
Simple concept, hard to execute. One clear voice.
Meaning?
Debate internally, absolutely. Challenge each other, thrash it out behind closed doors.
But externally?
To your staff, your vendors, your consultants, you speak as one united front, one message.
That singular approach must build confidence.
It does. Fosters clarity, avoids that paralyzing confusion we talked about. It's just non-negotiable for success.
Okay, we've definitely heard a lot about what can go wrong. Let's pivot to the flip side now.
Good idea.
What does a great partnership look like? What makes one truly soar?
Yeah, thankfully it's not all doom and gloom. I've seen some incredible successes when partners are truly aligned.
What's the secret sauce there?
It starts with crystal clear clarity from day one. Roles meticulously defined, egos consciously kept in check.
And trust.
Trust becomes the absolute non-negotiable foundation. Everything rests on it.
How does that play out day to day?
Well, these successful partners, they meet regularly. They debate internally. They challenge each other's ideas respectfully.
Okay.
But they always present one united voice to the staff and vendors. Usually only one designated partner communicates key decisions to the team.
Avoids that 3 instructions problem.
Exactly. Avoids confusion, consistently builds confidence.
So it's not just about clearly defined roles on paper. It's about genuine respect for each other's lane.
Precisely. What happens when one partner oversteps or tries to micromanage outside their area?
Yeah.
It breaks the system. Successful partners respect each other's unique strengths. They consciously cover for each other's weaknesses, and this is crucial. They don't micromanage.
They empower their team instead.
Exactly. Managers, chefs, they're empowered to think creatively, to propose new ideas, to boost sales, to innovate on the menu or service.
But that freedom must create a better vibe.
It creates a genuinely positive vibe, yeah. And the staff actually feel proud to be an integral part of the restaurant's journey. They feel ownership.
They're invested, not just employed.
That's a great way to put it, invested.
And that trust, that genuine alignment, it clearly translates into tangible success.
Yeah.
Let's look at some of those inspiring stories.
Absolutely. Let's talk positive examples. Think about Sweetgreen in the U.S.
The salad place.
Yes. Their strength wasn't just their innovative salads. It was built on deep, genuine partnerships with local farmers.
Okay, interesting angle.
That alignment built unwavering quality, huge customer loyalty, and a rock-solid, transparent supply chain. It reflected shared values around freshness, sustainability, ethical sourcing.
So partnership extends beyond just the owners.
Definitely. Another one, Hand Hospitality in New York.
I haven't heard of them.
They've built this impressive empire by partnering brilliantly with talented chefs.
How does that work?
They give the chefs tremendous creative freedom to flourish, while Hand Hospitality expertly handles all the complex business and operational stuff. The back end.
Smart division of labor.
Very. And their restaurant haute cause made the world's 50 best list.
Ah.
That's what happens when roles are clear, expertise is respected, and trust is real.
Okay, bringing it back to India, any local success stories built on strong partnerships?
Yes, definitely. Third Way's Coffee.
Right, they're expanding fast.
They represent a strong model. They pair operator passion with patient capital.
Patient capital key phrase there.
Very key. They focus intensely on localization, careful store economics, and a stepwise strategic expansion. It's backed by private equity, sure, but it's measured.
So the funding enabled growth, but didn't dictate reckless speed.
Exactly. Their Series B and C funding those crucial later-stage investments unlocked national growth, but without them ever losing sight of their core experience and commitment to quality.
Nice. Who else?
Olive Bar and Kitchen. 80 Singh's partnership philosophy over the years, it's like a masterclass.
In what way?
In empowering the right creative talent, keeping roles impeccably clear, and evolving the restaurant formats thoughtfully over decades. That's how you stay relevant and successful long-term.
Longevity is rare in this business.
It really is. And one more, Impresario, the creators of Social, Smokehouse Deli, other popular brands.
Yeah, big group.
Riaz Amlani's operator-led culture, combined with smart, supportive investor backing. It's allowed them to expand strategically only where the operational model actually works.
Not just chasing trends or hype.
Exactly. Not just where hype demands. It's disciplined growth.
Okay, so it's clear that a good partnership is a seriously powerful force.
Huge.
So what does all this mean for you, the listener, if you're thinking of maybe becoming a partner or an investor in hospitality?
Yeah, good question.
What's the sort of reality check for investors, particularly those looking at the vibrant but, yeah, challenging Indian market?
Well, I see a few key trends worth noting. The investors, they're often urban professionals, right? Typically aged, say, 30 to 55.
From diverse backgrounds.
Yeah. Business, finance, IT, real estate, often pooling capital together.
Okay.
And many of these individuals have, frankly, limited direct food and beverage operational experience.
That seems risky.
It can be. We also see a growing segment of millennial and Gen Z founders and investors, maybe 25 to 35. They bring incredible energy, digital savvy, but they often need seasoned hospitality partners to guide the actual operational complexities, the nuts and bolts.
And what drives these investors typically?
Often, their motivations skew towards a high ROI, maybe portfolio diversification, social status still plays a role, and just following current trends. Unless those motivations are tempered by genuine passion, a deep understanding of hospitality, and strong operational discipline, that's the crucial difference.
Right. What kind of investment amounts are we talking about generally for someone looking to get into this space as a partner?
Well, for independent builds, typical check sizes frequently fall in the, say, 50 lakh to up 1 crore band. Could be more, could be less, but that's a common range.
And for different types of restaurants.
Right. For QSRs, quick service restaurants, think coffee shops, burger joints, investments can be lower. Premium casual or fine dine concepts naturally require much, much higher investment.
Makes sense. And among all these different types of partners, who are the ones that actually survive and thrive?
The survivors. the ones who truly make it long-term. They're the ones who successfully blend the capital with operator-first leadership.
Operator first, meaning?
Meaning, the people who actually understand how to run the restaurant day to day are empowered. They champion strong localization, really tailoring things to the specific market.
Right.
They invest deeply in dedicated staff training. And critically, they demonstrate a genuine willingness to learn the intricacies of the business before they try to scale too aggressively.
Learn before you leap.
Basically, yes.
So, given all these insights, all these stories, what's your ultimate playbook? The distilled wisdom for how to partner right in this industry?
Okay, yeah. If I had to boil it down, these are my non-negotiable rules of engagement for any successful partnership. 1, define roles from day one and stick to them, no matter what. Write it down.
Clarity. Got it.
2, maintain that one united voice externally to your team, your vendors, but allow for many brains, lots of debate internally.
So, healthy internal debate, unified external front.
3, practice non-interference across domains. Respect each other's distinct expertise, creative vision versus operations versus finance. Stay in your lane.
Respect boundaries.
4, pay people on time. Simple, but critical. Respect is a currency. It builds loyalty and trust with your team and your suppliers faster than anything.
Crucial.
5, localize. Your menu, your pricing, your formats, make sure it genuinely resonates with your specific target community. Don't just copy-paste.
Know your audience.
6, train and empower your managers, your chefs, your consultants. Give them the autonomy to excel, to bring their best ideas. Don't stifle them.
It's your team.
And 7, build for the community. Build for genuine connection, not just for your ego or solely for a fleeting Instagram moment. Build something lasting.
Build something real. Great list.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you have to remember a restaurant it's a living ecosystem. When partners align, when they empower each other, when they lead with clarity, that positive energy just multiplies.
How so?
It multiplies for the staff who feel valued, for the guests who feel that welcoming vibe, for the vendors who know they can trust you, and really for the entire community that embraces your brand.
So, partnerships.
Yeah.
They can either be your biggest weakness, the thing that sinks the ship,
Or your greatest strength, the wind in your sails.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
Yeah.
The crucial difference, it seems, is whether ego leads or trust leads.
That's the core of it.
So if you're planning to start a restaurant with partners, maybe ask yourself this: will your combined energy multiply growth, or will it multiply confusion and conflict?
A tough but necessary question.
Thank you for joining us for this in-depth look today. Our insights, as you heard, came from the invaluable experience of Chef Arun Chanda. Until next time, remember this: in hospitality, trust feeds the brand, not ego.